Well, new data points to consumers feeling anxious and economic uncertainty ahead.
But what does a less confident consumer mean for the overall economy? Karen Caifa has the answers from Washington.
Hi there, Alex and Courtney. An economist I spoke with this morning wouldn't necessarily characterize the mindset of the American consumer right now as pessimistic. It's just not as confident as it could be, and that's because of talk of tariffs and also inflation. Consumers feel less confident, according to two closely watched surveys.
There was a broad agreement that the economy is not necessarily going in the right direction.
The Conference Board's Consumer Confidence Index for February saw its largest monthly decline since August 2021. And the University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index dropped to a 15-month low. Michigan's Joanne Shu said tariffs and inflation are top of mind.
A lot of consumers are spontaneously telling us that they're really worried that tariffs are going to lead to bad consequences for the economy. So if tariffs were taken off the table, or if less aggressive tariff policy came to pass, I think that would certainly do a lot to make consumers feel better about the trajectory of inflation.
Stephanie Guichard, senior economist at the Conference Board, says their survey found consumers confident about keeping their job, but less so about finding a new one.
They're just thinking, if I want to change job, or if my kid coming out of university needs to look for a job, it's going to be more difficult than it was like 6 months ago.
Economists see consumer actions as more crucial than their feelings.
Consumer spending generates over 2/3 of national GDP. So really, they're the backbone of the economy.
The nation's largest retailer, Walmart, is often seen as a consumer spending bellwether. They said last week their sales will slow this year, a signal that 2025 may be a rocky year for retailers. But as long as Americans keep spending, there's really no major risk of a recession. Retail sales came in a little bit slower than economists expected last month. Some say that's because of the cold weather. Others are waiting to see fresh data from the Commerce Department later this week before they start thinking about trends. Alex and Courtney?
And Karen, with that consumer confidence dropping, Americans are still spending. Do economists see a disconnect there?
Yeah, often there is a disconnect between these two things, and economists really rely on consumers' actions more than their words, right? It's one thing to say that you don't feel great about the economy, but you might go out and still keep spending, and that seems to be where American consumers are right now. The Conference Board's Consumer Confidence Survey found that consumers feel confident about their income, they feel confident about keeping their jobs, and so they really see no reason to slow down their spending. Amid all of the tariff talk, you're also seeing some consumers accelerate some big ticket purchases like automobiles that might be impacted by tariffs if they are implemented, also electronics purchases. So the spending continues there. So economists will keep an eye on it. But again, no real major reasons in the economy right now for consumers to stall their spending. It's just a matter of whether they peel back and slow down for just a little bit.
All right, Karen, thank you.